Hi, Luke Foster, Director of Marketing Geek. Now, this morning, Popular Science named Google Now as the Innovation of the Year. So, Google Now is software that goes on their Android phones, their latest ones, which basically predicts what information you're going to want. So, before you search, it tells you what you're going to be looking for. Now, it does that by sort of learning about you, seeing where you go, tracking where you go, looking at your calendar and your emails and things like that. Okay, for some people it's going to be a bit of a privacy concern. For me it's quite an exciting thing. Now unfortunately I don't actually have it yet on my phone because it's last year's Android phone. Lame, I know, but I'll definitely be upgrading or hacking this at some point to use it. But it's pretty exciting. Now what does it mean from a business point of view? Well basically we know that mobile is really important. A mobile search, overseas, it's really grown rapidly, especially younger demographics using their phones almost to the exclusion of using laptops and computers. So that's really important. Now in New Zealand, most of my clients are seeing about 12 to 15% of their visitors are coming from mobile rather than from a computer. So it's not as big here, but it's certainly something we want to focus on in the future, getting mobile sites, getting in front of search. Now with Google Now, it predicts what you're going to do. It will show you, it'll see where you go. So if you've got an appointment that you go to each week, you'll pick up your phone and it will tell you what the traffic's like on the way there. If you follow a sports team, it will show you the scores and things like that. And just so many things it can do. It's pretty amazing. And I'll throw up a few links for you to be able to check that out if you're interested. Now, as a business, it's going to know where you are. It's going to show you local businesses. It's going to do things like that. Show you cafes. So if you're in that sort of business with walk-in traffic, it's going to be really important. So you want to be on your Google Plus local profile. Always important, as I often talk about. It's sort of replacing the yellow pages. It's Google's big directory, so I'd recommend being on there and getting that really up to date. Get users reviewing it and things like that. So, and then there's other review sites and just the various things that Google particularly wants to see. Now, obviously, probably a few years away before this is really a big thing that brings in a lot of business or that affects a lot of people. But it's always good to see where the trends are going. The internet's hard to predict, but as much as we can, we want to be able to get in front of it before it happens. So definitely want to always keep up with the Google Plus local profiles. But generally, just focusing on mobile is going to become more and more important, depending again on your demographics and your industry. But to keep it in mind is something that we're definitely going to be doing in the future. For more info on using the internet to bring in clients and more business, visit marketinggeek.co.nz.